Hello, I said, my voice steady. I'm ready. I want to sue. The lawsuit hit the building like a bombshell. Mrs. Gable's first reaction, posted in the group chat within an hour of being served, was pure theatrical outrage. Can you believe this? At apartment 1201 is suing me? For what? Defending my own health? I'm a sick woman, and she's trying to destroy me. She followed it with a photo of the summons, her hand trembling as she held it, tears streaming down her face. The usual suspects chimed in with sympathy, neighbors who'd never bothered to ask for my side of the story, who'd bought her poor old victim act hook, line, and sinker. But this time, I didn't care. I had 3 external hard drives full of proof, a decibel meter that had never registered above 30 in our apartment, quieter than a library, and a daughter whose silence would be the ultimate weapon. Preparing for court was a full-time job. I worked late into the nights, organizing my evidence into chronological folders. Day 1, Mrs. Gable's first warning. Week 3, her first false complaint about a ball. Month 6, photos of the soundproofing mats covering every inch of our floors. Year 2, videos of her jabbing the ceiling with a mop handle, Lily trembling in the background. Year 5, the audio clip she'd posted, matched with time-stamped photos of Lily and me at my mom's, the apartment empty. My lawyer, a sharp young woman named Mia, reviewed everything with a critical eye. This is rock solid, she said, leaning back in her chair, impressed. The timeline alone destroys her credibility. But Kate, we need Lily to testify. Not verbally, obviously, but her sign language will be devastating. A judge can't ignore a 5-year-old telling the truth with her hands. My stomach twisted. I'd protected Lily from this for so long, shielded her from Mrs. Gable's cruelty, from the whispers of neighbors, from the harsh reality that some people are just cruel. Putting her on the stand felt like exposing her to the very thing I'd fought to keep away. But Mia was right. Lily's silence was our strongest evidence. I sat down with Lily that night, using the gentle sign language we'd taught her since she was a baby. Sweetheart, next week we're going to a special room. There will be a judge. She's like a superhero who makes sure people tell the truth. She might ask you some questions. Can you answer her with your hands, like we practice? Lily nodded, her amber eyes wide but trusting. Will you be there? She signed. Always, I signed back, pulling her into my lap. Mama will never leave your side. The day of the hearing arrived, and my hands shook as I dressed Lily in a tiny blue dress, her hair tied back with a bow. Mark met us at the courthouse, his face grim but supportive. You've got this, he whispered, squeezing my hand. We all do. Mrs. Gable arrived alone, her husband nowhere to be seen. She was dressed in black, a black veil covering her face, as if she were attending a funeral. The act made my blood boil. She wanted everyone to see her as the grieving widow, the poor, fragile victim. But I knew better. I knew the woman beneath the veil, the one who'd tormented my daughter for 5 years, who'd lied and manipulated to get attention. The courtroom was small, the air thick with tension. Mia led me through my testimony first, walking the judge through the 5 years of harassment. I showed the soundproofing receipts, the decibel readings, the hundreds of screenshots from the group chat. I played the recordings of Mrs. Gable pounding on the ceiling, the audio clips she'd faked. Your Honor, I said, my voice steady despite the lump in my throat, I didn't sue to get revenge. I sued to protect my daughter.